everybody. We are going to keep on keeping on. And we have got Jill Lublin up right now. And I'm anxious. I'm learning from all of you. So, Jill, I'm so excited for you to pour into me what your genius is today. Take it away.
Oh, thank you. I am so delighted to be here. And my genius is publicity, my friends. So listen up, because I'm going to help you be the star that you all deserve to be and give you some practical, tactical strategies to elevate your star. Because really, wherever you're at, you can get to a higher point, right? And so my commitment is to support you in creating visibility, and publicity does that. Now, who likes M&Ms? Yes, yes, I like M&Ms. I don't even care what color they are, but I prefer peanut M&Ms. And why do I say this? Because publicity gives you the three M's. Write this down. Magnetizes you, monetizes you, and multiplies you. The three M's. Magnetize, monetize, and multiply you. That's the power of publicity, my friends. And the truth is, nothing happens without it. So doing publicity gets you seen, gets you heard, and gets you paid. You want all three of those things. And let me just say, with regard to what does publicity do for you, I want to list out some things so you have a context for it. And that is, it gets you credibility. It gives you visibility. It gives you the trust factor, which is very important these days. It has people pay you, meaning real clients, my friends, and prospects. Wow, brings them into your door. It's a magnetization strategy. Publicity also saves you money because you don't have to be doing expensive other things such as Facebook ads and other kinds of advertising. And it gets you more exposure in the marketplace. And I only mean the good kind. So with that, it's important to understand, why is publicity important? I want you to start planting your publicity garden. And I've brought you flowers from San Francisco, the Bay Area where I'm from, so that you could plant your publicity garden. And I want you to start planting your publicity garden now, and then think 30 days, and then think 60 days, and then think 90 days, right? And that's short term. Long termer, I want you always planting your seeds now, plus 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. Okay, so those are good general time frames for media that will help you create and make a big difference. So I love that, and I think it's helpful to know, different publicity time frames and support you in creating that distinction. I want to give you a really powerful message, because the reality is, media cares about your message. I'm just going to tell you straight, it's not as much about what are you promoting. And by the way, you're all promoting something, all right? So can we just get comfortable with that, or even comfortable in the uncomfortableness? Because I know I hear people go, oh, I don't want to sell, I'm afraid of sales. Guess what? Publicity takes all that away, because it sells you naturally with third party endorsement. Like, how cool is that, right? And what's amazing about people talking about you is they're doing the heavy lifting, and you get all the benefits. I have to tell you, one of my clients said, oh my God, Joe, I'm hiring you in a hot second for your publicity breakthrough boot camp, because she had, get this, well, I think it was, yes, 250 word article in a small town Wisconsin newspaper. And that got her a $5,000 client, my friends. I think you'd like that. And I can tell you story after story about that. And it really comes down to having a good message. So right now, I want to give you the fabulous formula for how to create a powerful message that works and that matters. Here's what you do. You fill in this blank. The problem today is, and again, Don't think about, oh, this is actually what I'm selling or promoting. Your business, your marketing services, your consulting, your coaching, your books, your products, your nonprofits, whatever you've got, yes, you're promoting it. But here's the good news. With this problem solution formula, it puts it into a format that helps you more easily communicate it. So start with the problem today is, and then do the other side of that. Give people real solutions. Like tell them what to do. See, you're an expert. Point yourself right now and go, I am an expert. You are an expert. And experts solve problems. And guess what? Experts are needed in the media, my friends. Isn't that great news? Yes, needed in the media. So, with that in mind, let's look at your expertise. And when you state the problem today is, that gives a format for it. And then I want you to give three, yes, three actual specific things that people can do. So, what I mean by that is, well, let me demonstrate this with mine, okay? So, I would say this, and I hope you're taking lots of notes because I'm going to pour great publicity contact into you constantly. And I want you taking good notes. So, and let me just say, like this that I'm about to give you is filled with great, literally thousands of dollars of PR information. So take some notes. The problem today is 4 out of 5 businesses will go out of business because you have no clue how to create publicity without spending a fortune. I want to give you 3 guerrilla publicity tips today for how to get your message in the media. The first way to get noticed is to create your ooh, ah factor. The second way is to create the I've heard of you somewhere syndrome. And the third way is focus on networking magic and show up in your communities at least twice a month for name and face recognition. Now, my friends, that's my message. It's like 15 seconds, right? When you're in my boot camps, we do it 30 seconds. But here's the truth. Most media interviews are, get this, 4 minutes long. 4 minutes is an average like TV segment, and sometimes even a lot faster. So I want you to get to the point fast and be, here's 2 words, write them down, concise and precise. And while you're being concise and precise, the other excellent thing you can do for media is to be consistent and persistent. Oh, yes. Be concise and precise and consistent and persistent. But like a terrier nipping at the media's heels, not a bulldog. All right? That's what's key. Now, here's the thing about message, and think about that word for 1 minute message. In the word message is me, that's you. In the word message is sage, that's you. Me, sage. Isn't that cool? That's what's in the word message. That's why it's so important that you get your expertise out into the world. And in the world, message is mess. Yeah. First 4 letters of message is mess. If you're following the formula that I just gave you, I promise you, you won't have a mess. You'll have a powerful message, and your message matters. Now, with that, when you find the problem solution formula, you want to start generating news and creating consistent media attention, right? And so part of that will be that you're fitting into the media themes that are happening right now. I've done some research, and let me give you some of them right away, which what we call hot topics, right? So, some hot topics that are big right now include transformation, anxiety, mindset, including themes such as Black Lives Matter or Stop Asian Hate. It includes things like the Great Resignation and quiet quitting. And in fact, if you're a business consultant, coach, anyone who owns their own business, Do you think you have some excellent topics for great resignation and quiet quitting? Oh, yes, you do. Because you maybe happen to be an expert right in that. So I love that. And financial topics in real estate. These are just some of the hot topics, anything around health for obvious reasons of what we've all been through. These are some hot topics for what's occurring right now. So take a note on those, and they work really well right now. Now, here's the thing as you're planting your publicity garden, right? See the pretty flowers? As you're planting your garden, you also want to be paying attention to different themes. So, did you know, of course, there are themes for the holidays? There's gratitude over Thanksgiving, there's love for Valentine's Day. And then, of course, you can shift it because sometimes, like for instance, the dating coach in my breakthrough boot camp, she was focused on the dating issues. And I said, well, how about this? Can a Democrat date a Republican and can a Republican date a Democrat? She spent with that shift of her pitch, spent literally all day in front of the Zoom camera, that's the word, literally talking to Fox News Network after Fox News Network across the nation and across the world, talking about that particular theme because we pushed the right button. So you want to look to push the right button, my friends, and find the things that will work for what's going to work out in the media. That's a real key. So with that, what we want to look at is the power of your presence, the power of your message, and finding the right pitch. So one of the messages is about the what I call, what you do, what you offer. And the other message will be using everything you've got. Everything you've got. Your ethnicity, your religion. My Christian clients go to Christian media. A gentleman I work with recently who runs a nonprofit reuniting foster kids with their families in Central America was featured on Univision and Telemundo and Hispanic media, right? And then we're doing a story for Latina magazine. Yes, I know, for women. He's a man running a nonprofit because don't you think mothers would feel so good being reunited with their children? So that's something powerful, powerful that we're talking about. And what could you be using everything you've got? One of my clients, he's a business consultant. He's got a 4-year-old. I go, does your 4-year-old like hot dogs? Oh, yes. Turns out there's National Hot Dog Day, and I want you to go on nationaldaycalendar.com, nationaldaycalendar.com, and take a look. What are the holidays that could work for what you're talking about? That will be very, very helpful. And when we're looking at that, you can see what kinds of topics and themes. You can get creative. March 8th, International Women's Day. Fabulous time to get in as a woman talking about something that women care about, right? So, how can you all be using everything you've got? Now, I want to give you some other resources. Harrow, helpareporterout.com is magnificent. It's actual media right then, right now, looking for you. Yes, you. So go check that out. It's completely free and register for that. Then I want you to go to Google Alerts. Oh, yes, Google Alerts. And I want you to enter in your name so that, of course, if any of the media does write about you, you know. And I want you to do like one word. For instance, when my book, The Profit of Kindness, came out, I put in the word kindness. That's how I found out that, guess what? There's World Kindness Day on November 13th. Now I run an intentional kindness community every single month, and we have the World Kindness Summit every single year around November 13th. All of that came out of Google Alerts. And you know what else? I got featured literally in 7 Fox News interviews in the first week of the Profit of Kindness coming out because I pushed the right button. I used everything I've got. I've been in Inc. magazine and Entrepreneur magazine twice now because of the Profit of Kindness, and more because of guerrilla publicity and writing that book. But let me suggest to you that that happened, my friends, because we pushed the right button. And that was the divided states of America, right? And so, with that, what you're looking at is how can you be using what's going on in the media, what's going on in the world. Like I was teaching my breakthrough boot camp, and I'm looking across the screen and I see a woman. I say to her, can I ask what your ethnicity is? And she said, I'm Filipino. I said, great. Would you be willing to go out? Now, she had taken my publicity course because she wanted to build her social media agency. That is perfect. Of course, you want more clients and more prospects. That's what publicity will do for you. I said to her, but I want you to use everything you've got. And by doing that, do you know what happened? I'm so excited to tell you that she was actually featured as one of the top 30 under 30 Filipino businesses. And that, it making it to the media, got her dream of speaking on Les Brown stages. It delivered 15 prospects to her in 48 hours, 9 of which became immediate clients for her digital marketing agency. It got her press after press, and she was 28 at the time. Remember, she's one of the top 30 under 30 Filipino businesses. And the super cool thing about publicity, it's a gift that keeps on giving. So that was 2 years ago now, and she is able to consistently brag, use this media to create more opportunities because the, well, braggability factor and third party endorsement opportunities that publicity does is so, so powerful. And for her, life changing, literally helping her get her dreams, create a very successful digital marketing agency now, and frankly, keep doing other publicity support wherever and everywhere she can because it works. It works. That's a great example of how it works. And let me just tell you, Cloud Nine is what she's on. And I want you to be expanded. And I want you to, shall I say, expand your mindset about what's possible in the area of PR. And I want you to keep your PR antennas up. See, these are my PR antennas. I want you to keep your PR antennas up so that you consistently look for opportunities to get your name out there, your word out there, to be exposed in the media in a good and positive way. And you know, in my world of media, we measure the effectiveness of media by what you would have paid for it had you had to advertise. And that, you know what? You pay for it? Not a nothing. It's free. Publicity is free. And that, that is good news. So I just want to end with a few pieces for you. Number one, to remember all the resources I gave you. They are useful. They are fabulous. And just a bit, I'll let you know how you can connect with me. I want you to actually spend maybe 1 hour a week doing what I would call visibility building activities. Yes, visibility building activities. And they are things like I gave you: Google Alerts, helpareporterout.com, and nationaldaycalendar.com. And let's do one little thing, 15 minutes twice a week, or one 30-minute segment. And I promise you, great things are going to happen. Your visibility will be increased, and you will get your message out because your message matters. Happy to see all of you. Happy to help in every way I can.
Thank you, Jill. And please put those links. Those are great. I've used the national calendar link. That was such an amazing resource. Could you please put them with your contact information right in the comments? Because that was golden nugget after golden nugget. And I want them to remember your advice on the 369. 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and then the 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, because it can be so overwhelming to think about this stuff. And you really broke it down. So thank you. And I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you sharing. That is a lot of information. It was like a mini coaching session. I hope you all took notes. Anybody that didn't, I did. You can message me and I'll give you mine. Thank you. Thank you, Jill.